On Seattle Refined.
This is some place that, I don't know, it feels homey. It's like Cheers, but with hipsters.
Refined bellies up to the bar in Washington's most underrated city. Can you figure out where? Plus, it's last call, and they aren't kidding. Refined is there as a beloved Seattle watering hole serves its final drink. And the star of Glee gets ready to serenade fans in the Emerald City. We'll tell you where and when. Seattle Refined starts now. Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Guard Swanson, coming to you today from the Seattle Center. You know, we spent a lot of time on this show extolling the virtues of the Emerald City, but we know there are a lot of other great places to live and explore around the Sound. A few months back, the website Thrillist compiled a list of the most underrated place in every state, and for Washington, the city they selected is Bellingham. Now, we love Bellingham, and we felt kind of guilty that maybe we haven't given the ham enough attention lately. So today, we're fixing that and taking a road trip up I-5 to explore some of Bellingham's hidden gems. First stop, Fairhaven. The historic Fairhaven district is just south of downtown Bellingham. And while it's just 6 square blocks, it's packed with character.
There's a great variety of shops, and we've got a lot of artist shops, all independently owned, a whole lot of restaurants, and any kind of pizza that you'll ever want. But the historical aspect, it just feels like you're going back in time, and a sense of nostalgia and warmth and community.
Fairhaven is a great place to explore, ducking into shops like Paper Dreams.
You have a lot of tourists that are walking around and they go to Rocket Donuts and they get their donuts, and then they come in here and they find something fun. They find things that are made in Bellingham. We have soaps that are made here and t-shirts that are made here, so they find something that they won't find anywhere else. We have things for little kids, from the candy counter to toys, home decor.
And if it's a good read you're looking for, just pop into Village Books, Paper Dream's sister store.
It is an independent bookstore that has been open since 1980, and it's 3 floors of new, used, and bargain books. We have music, and we have magazines, we have used classics that you've always meant to read. We have the hot new bestseller that everyone's talking about, gifts that make you smile. We have cards for every occasion.
Even former residents who have moved away always seem to find a reason to return.
I've left and come back and left and come back, and I just keep getting drawn back to this community. From the beautiful mountains to the water to the people.
I have a lot of good memories here from when I went to college here, and then love coming up here because I still love the city, love the views. Oh, and the food.
Ah, yes, the food. If you're anything like me, all that shopping is going to make you hungry. I'd suggest a hot bowl of soup from the COLOPHON Cafe.
So we carry at least 5 soups every day. We have our African peanut soup. That's one of our signature soups. We have spicy Moroccan potato bean, split pea, my favorite, Mexican corn and bean, and our award-winning clam chowder.
The COLOPHON Cafe started as a coffee shop inside Village Books, but moved to the basement of the 125-year-old building and grew into a full-service restaurant.
It has evolved over the decades to suit family-friendly. Book lovers come over here and sit by the fire, have a glass of wine or a coffee, and it's been a big part of the Fairhaven community.
When we pull into work in the morning and we walk from our car into work, we feel really thankful to be able to work and live in such a special town.
One of the best parts about the drive from Seattle to Bellingham is all the great stops along the way. You can get off the freeway and enjoy scenic Chuckanut Drive, or if basking in the beauty of nature is not your thing, how about a little wine and shopping? You can find that and more by logging on to SeattleRefined.com and searching for the article Road Trip into Bellingham. Happy trails! Bellingham is of course known as the home of Western Washington University, and it has 9, count them, 9 breweries. And get this, it also is the site of the oldest restaurant in the state. It's called the Horseshoe Cafe, and as Refined discovered, there is a reason this place is legendary.
Pretty impressive. It's an icon. It's great that a place like Bellingham has a landmarks like this, and it's good that they're continuing to thrive.
Jack WAYTZ is a regular at the Horseshoe Cafe in Ranch Room.
Come in every day at lunch. It's the only place in town right now that is open that has dartboards, so that's why I'm here.
Known as The Shoe, it's been a part of the Bellingham community since 1886.
So when it opened, actually, kind of cool, it was a bait and tackle shop with like sandwiches and stuff. So it was a smoke shop, a bait and tackle. You could get your hunting licenses and your fishing licenses here. In the 1950s, they moved from across the street to this location, and that's where it kind of evolved into what it is now. So a little less hunting and fishing and more just restaurant and bar. My family purchased the restaurant 2 years ago, and when we did that, we had a few months layover where we had to wait for all the business licenses to go through. So what we did is, using these two photos from the 1950s as our inspiration, we did a little bit of a remodel here in the Horseshoe Cafe. And our goal was kind of to bring back that like classic diner inspired look and feel, like that place where you go where everyone knows your name and it's very family style. So this here was the inspiration. As a family, we run the Horseshoe, but I would say that it's been a community staple for the last 130 years. Like there's absolutely no way this restaurant would be open if it weren't for the community and the people supporting it. It's that place where you go late at night for cheesy fries or the next morning for your mimosa or whatever, and you're gonna be comfy here and it's your spot. So I would say I maybe don't always feel like I truly own it.
In addition to serving all-day breakfast, delicious burgers, and homemade pie, patrons can also belly up to the bar in the Ranch Room.
During the day, it's a little bit slower, but it can get a little bit more rowdy towards the evening. I'd say we have mostly whiskey drinkers and beer drinkers overall. You end up having something to talk about with everybody, no matter what. People ask about this meal all the time, so I get to hear all different kinds of stories, or stories as to what like it's about, or stories about it. It's kind of like your hometown bar. It's kind of a little divey. It's kind of a college bar. It's really an everyman's bar. It's got a unique staff. It's got a unique customer base. It's just some place that, I don't know, it feels homey. It's like Cheers, but with hipsters.
To check out more of Refine's Bellingham adventure, log on to our website. It's all right there. Seattle Refined is just getting started. It's the naked photo shoot that's blowing up the internet. But first, it's the end of an era.
Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road.
We tip one for the road as an iconic Seattle bar toasts farewell.
Winding road.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Guard Swanson. Well, after more than 20 years of stiff drinks, hearty laughs, and good times, Lower Queen Anne's Teeny Bigs is no more. The Cocktail Lounge shut its doors over the weekend for the final time. And get this, it was open for over 7,400 straight days. And Refine was there for the last call. It's party time tonight, celebrating the life of Teeny Bigs, the toast of the town. My name is Guard Swanson. I work at Seattle Refined. This is a huge night for Keith Robbins. Please raise your glasses for Keith, for Teeny Bigs. Drink up to Teeny Bigs. Yeah! Teeny Bigs has been hanging out on the corner of First Ave and Denny for over 20 years. Never closing, not for one single malt moment. What has the ride been like for you? 7,000 and counting.
7,412 days today in a row. It's quite an accomplishment. I'm extremely proud of the consecutive days. You know, it's Cal Ripken-esque. Yeah. And I'm extremely proud of it.
The consecutive days open are sobering. Nothing comes close in Seattle, maybe even the U.S. The memories run deep.
There's customers that have been coming here for 20 years. There's people here the last few days, a lot of people have been coming in. I met my wife here. You know, we got our first date was here. You know, we celebrated our birth of our first kid here. I mean, it's crazy stuff.
Teeny Bigs, we're gonna miss you.
Teeny Biggs, a place with character and characters. From the 1929 building, the antique bar, the patrons, and of course, the bartenders. Nobody was going to miss tonight's last call. You came a long way for the last night.
I did. I left for Thailand, so I've been awake for 36 hours, got in about noon, and here I am.
Teeny Biggs, an iconic lounge on the Seattle booze scene, is no longer the cool kid on the block. In the near future, get ready for, surprise, surprise, a 6-story apartment building. The cocktail culture will never be the same.
I think the atmosphere maybe, and the fact that it's, open every night of the week. You can be sick of your in-laws on Thanksgiving Day and come down to Teeny Biggs and have a drink and have a good time.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do tequila.
Give me a shot of tequila. I mean, what a great day to celebrate, right? All right, here we go, my man. We got the tequila, you got your booze, and you have 7,412 days. You've been kicking ass, my friend. Keep up the good work. Hey, Seattle
Are we
Refined.
drinking it?
Let's go. Woo!
To Teeny Biggs.
Keith's other bar, Teeny Biggs' neighbor, Hula Hula, will reopen next month in a new location on Capitol Hill, continuing with its tiki-themed cocktails and karaoke. Coming up on Refined.
A dog that alerts on seizures. I mean, who does that?
A special boy finds a special version of man's best friend. We'll show you this match made in heaven. Welcome back to Refined. I'm GAARD Swanson. Well, everyone's favorite TV choir nerd is coming to Seattle. Leah Michelle, better known to fans of Glee as Rachel Berry, will perform May 8th at the Moore Theater to promote her new album, Places. The diva says she came up with the album title while drinking red wine, listening to Fleetwood Mac, and channeling her friend Stevie Nicks. Are you intrigued? Tickets are on sale right now. Sierra's pregnant photo shoot for Harper's Bazaar is still blowing up the internet. Sure, Mrs. Russell Wilson bared her baby bump, but the shot everyone is talking about is the naked family photo featuring the singer holding her son, Future Jr., with Russell Wilson crouched behind holding her belly. Props for creativity, right? You can take a closer look at SeattleRefined.com. A South Sound teenager has her sights set on Sierra-like stardom, and she is off to a terrific start with the help of her supportive family. Refined paid a visit to this star on the rise.
You try to calm me down, you're pushing me around, but I'm a warrior.
Most teens are busy enough with school and activities, but high school sophomore Caden Cashmere is not your average 16-year-old.
Trying to balance my music and my school and my clubs and my social life, it can be a little bit difficult, but I make it work. I play guitar, ukulele, I can play a really mean kazoo.
Caden dropped her new album in mid-October. It's called Coming Home.
Well, I don't blame you, it's my fault that you weren't enough.
It's about going through your daily life as a teenager.
Along with her parents building a recording studio in their Renton home, Caden has also worked with some pretty great talent along the way.
My producer is Warren Hewitt. He's worked with Aerosmith, The Fray, James Blunt, and yeah, he's amazing, and he's my producer.
She's also been on stage with Heart founding member Roger Fisher.
I sang on Love Alive, and yeah, he's kind of the guy who got me out there. He was like, well, come and play up on stage with me, and so we've jammed.
But she doesn't let it get to her head.
Hanging out with these, I guess, famous people is just kind of comfortable. I mean, I've known the people that I've known for a really long time, since I was a little kid. I kind of wanted to help others with my music, and I still get messages from other people who say, well, your music helped me, and that's my main goal with my music. I want to help other people.
So, what's next?
Why not do another LP? I have a lot more of my stories to tell. I have a lot more things I want to share with the people I care about, and you know, if I write more music, then that's just more fun for everyone.
To learn more about Caden, check out our Facebook page and be sure to leave us a comment. A reminder, tickets are on sale now for Seattle's biggest new music festival. More than 200 performers will take over the city's Pioneer Square neighborhood for the Upstream Music Festival and Summit this May. For a complete look at the lineup, log on to SeattleRefined.com and keep watching Seattle Refined for exciting future announcements. We'll be right back, but first, our Tech Tango Tip of the Week.
Facebook Messenger has some unique features, including the ability to have secret conversations. Secret conversations use end-to-end encryption, which means no one other than the recipient can read the information, not even Facebook. Use secret conversations when you want to send personal information like banking or passcodes. If a hacker grabs the data, they can't read it. To send a private encrypted message, tap the recipient's name at the top of the chat window. Tap Secret Conversation. The private messages have black message bubbles and a tiny lock pad displayed next to the recipient's icon. Never send personal information over Wi-Fi networks unless it is encrypted. I'm Francie Black, your Tech Tip Today. For more great tips, visit techtangotoday.com.
Get ready for some mind-blowing fun under the big top. Our sponsors, Cirque du Soleil, is coming back to town with a new show, and you have a chance to win free tickets all week here on Refined. Lucia, Waking Dream of Mexico, runs from March 30th to May 21st at Marymore Park in Redmond, and it promises to be amazing. The show features 44 performers carrying out incredible eye-popping feats of acrobatics that will transport audiences to an imaginary Mexico that exists somewhere between dreams and reality. Every day this week, Refine will be counting down to Lucia by giving away 2 tickets to a lucky viewer. Log on to SeattleRefined.com/Lucia and enter for your chance to win. Good luck, everybody. Welcome back to Refined. Well, if you watch this show, you know how much we are in love with our dogs. I know it's a cliche, but truly, they are man's best friend. And as Dan Rascon discovered, in some cases, they are much more.
Where does the fish go?
Sometimes the most simple tasks can bring about the greatest joys.
Oh my gosh, Brittany! Yay!
Such is a case in Melissa Lovell's class.
Over there?
A special ed teacher here at Sunset Junior High School, and one of her dear students, 12-year-old Britton, a young boy who has what is called Tourette syndrome, which means he has uncontrollable seizures that come without warning.
He is a very, very special child.
But there's someone else in the classroom that also plays a critical role in keeping Britton safe. He's just 3 years old, and his name is Dopey, a golden retriever with a very unique skill. He alerts Melissa before Britton has a seizure.
A dog that alerts on seizures, I mean, who does that?
And Melissa says Dopey is a master at it.
And he's never wrong.
But Dopey is very humble about what he does. This is how you'll usually find him, just lying around. But the moment he starts to get fidgety or anxious, that's when you know he's sounding the alarm.
He wants to get your attention. He is doing everything in his power to get your attention.
But not only does Dopey alert Melissa, he also watches over Britton during the seizure, licking his face to calm him down.
He has his job. He knows what to do. He's a member of our team. He is like having another adult in the room for Britton.
Britton's became more happier, more alert, more energetic.
Britton's mom says she noticed a huge difference since getting Dopey 3 years ago.
He's an angel. It's an extra set of eyes so my son can still have somewhat of a life, and I can still attend to 2 other kids.
Becoming a special ed teacher for Melissa was the farthest thing from her mind. She never dreamed she'd have a job like this. Her dream was to one day become a Broadway star.
I got my degree in musical theater.
Melissa is now in her first year as a special ed teacher. Her life on Broadway didn't happen, but she has no regret.
These are my kids. And because these kids need me as much as I need them.
And that holds especially true for young Britton and Dopey, his guardian angel.
These joyous occasions over these moments that normal people outside of this environment would be like, well, okay, he put a puzzle piece in. I'm like, but you don't understand, he matched the shape. He knew what animal it was. Yay!
All right, that'll do it for today's show. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.